We have the Birla Opus CEO with us, the company that has entered the paints market in India recently and has already created a lot of buzz because of its massive and large plans for the long term. So let's listen from the CEO itself that what exactly you are planning to do and why exactly so much buzz around the new brand in the market right now. So welcome. So can you just give our viewers a little bit of idea exactly what exactly you are trying to achieve, because you've already announced multiple plants and huge capacity is already in the pipeline. So how exactly you want plan to execute all this?
So I think today we are standing in the what we call as a Birla Opus Studio, and this is the first studio to be officially launched. It so happens that this is also coinciding with about 1 year of our launch. We launched Birla Opus in Panipat in February last year. So it's been a very exciting 12-month journey. Firstly, to give you facts, this company studio is a part of the overall plan where we want to make the experience of the customer who wants to buy paints much more pleasant. So this is a one-stop shop where the customer can be exposed to the whole range of paints, including water-based paint, enamel, wallpaper. You can see the experience of buying paints becomes much more pleasant. You have one physical consultation. You can you can bring your shade and get it made, manufactured in the tinting machine that we have here. You can have consultation, you can do 3D walkthroughs. So basically you would want to come with your family. We realized that many people had options of going to retail destinations to buy furniture, to buy furnishings, but they didn't really have a destination to go and buy for paints, because usually the transaction started with either going to a dealer and buying paint and getting a contractor, or starting straight with a contractor saying, can you show me the shade card and can you do these paints? So we are trying to add layers, because the involvement that is needed, many people are extremely excited about doing their houses and they really want to be involved in the process. We also expect a lot of designers and architects to bring their customers here, and we are encouraging designers and architects to use the studio as their office where they can use their time to engage with customers so that they make a more informed choice. So that's the part of the plan, and we are opening 10 such studios in the next 2 months across India. So Gurugram, Delhi, Mumbai, Navi Mumbai, Bengaluru, Hyderabad, Kolkata, Lucknow, Surat, Ahmedabad. So they're all in the works. Some of them have already come up, but we will start all of them in the next 2 months. So this goes in our overall strategy. So obviously we have set up 5 manufacturing plants, are already commercialized and operating, and the 6th one will also start trialing next quarter. So that is the capacity side, and then this is the consumer side, where along with our franchisees, dealers and these company stores, we will create the brand pull. So all that is working in tandem in the ecosystem.
So what I understand from your capacity expansion is that it is almost like 13,000 million tons per annum, right? That is the plan, right?
Yeah, it's 1.3 billion liters, 1332 million liters.
And that's a huge number. So on the other side, how do you distribute that to the customer is also important, because since you are a new player, so what is your retail and customer outreach strategy? This is also part of it, I understand.
Yeah. So, we said that we will set up close to 150 depots in a very short time. We are very close to the journey right now. And the depots are very important because you need to be able to serve the markets, say, in proximity. Because when a paint dealer wants a particular product, he will give you 4 to 6 hours to be able to do that. And hence we supply directly, and hence you have to be close to the market. So we are there. We also said that we are targeting to be in 6,000 towns. We are more or less close to that target of 6,000 towns. So that will also ensure a widespread national presence. And we are serving these 6,000 towns with our depots. We also said that we will try and cover close to 50,000 dealers in the first year. And we are on that journey, and we'll be very close to that number also. So obviously the distribution strategy has covered metros, tier 2, tier 3 towns, also smaller towns, and the journey in the last, we started selling in April, in the last 11 months, has obviously taken us there.
So as far as I understand, I mean, this is also a part of your strategy to differentiate yourself compared to what existing in the market? Because in the Indian paints market is already dotted with established players who are there for many years. So what exactly is your USP, or how exactly you want to position yourself to the customers?
See, so if we talk about the studio, the 10 studios will become hubs where customers can, come. They can come with their architects and designers, and they can bring their family along. So this is a way of also building the brand. It also gives a lot of confidence to the community because they can actually see a physical experience store. So it works both from a brand building point of view and also increases the engagement that you have with the stakeholders. On the other side, the product quality that we have launched in the market is extremely superior to what exists. And if you see our latest commercials, it also talks about Naye Zamane Ka Naya paint, and it also talks about paints which give better coverage, paints which have been used by contractors or painters once. Many of them want to come back to use Birla Opus. So obviously our strategy is to give better products, very well distributed, and also give features which are unique, couple them with strong warranties and promises, but obviously give a lot of incentive to the dealers, use data analytics. You can see with the new tinting machine that we have, where we can get a lot more information which helps us to plan sales. So there's a lot of things in the pipeline which is working, which is helping us gain share.
So talking about the store, for example, is a retail customer come inside and then take a tour and of course use these
He can do so. Yes, he can do so. He can either do it or then he can learn and also get it from a dealer. But this is the first-hand view of how a tinting machine works. So you see, how do we make 2,400 shades? You don't have these ready-made shades. So we use 16 colorants, and with a permutation and combination of different colorants, using a particular base, you can create 2,400 shades. So this is a live view of how colorants are put in canisters, and then based on the formulation, they will proportionately fall in the can to create the shade. So if you get a swatch of cloth, which is of a particular color, I have a color reader.
Right.
So with the color reader, we can generate that shade for you on the machine.
So you input it in the computer and the shade
So this will read,
right,
and then the computer will then create that shade for you.
Interesting. So you can have exactly the kind of shade you want, like it's being promoted in the movies at times.
Yeah, if you want a shade of the color of your blazer, you can get it.
So just taking it forward, so overall you mentioned about the supply chain and the big plans. So overall you also announced some targets for your revenue over the next 3 to 5 years. So can you give us an idea?
So what we have announced for the first year is that we want to exit with high single-digit share, and I think we are more or less on track. And we also said that our ambition in the first 3 years of full-scale operations is to be about 10,000 crores. So that's still a long journey, long time ahead, but we started well. So we believe that we are confident that we know how to reach there.
And overall, if you look at the paints market right now, since you are also a part of it now, so given the kind of slowdown that we are observing overall in the market, in the consumer market, what is your observation and how do you come out with this?
So there is, So, we are new to the paint market, but we have seen that in the last 6-8 months there is a bit of slowdown, and we have the numbers from previous years. So, yes, there is a slowdown, but we believe all slowdowns are cyclical, and this cycle will also end. Now, we don't have a view whether this is going to end, when will it end, but we are confident that the prospect of the medium term to long term of this market is excellent, which is why we are here. So we think the slowdown is only a temporary phase.
And just last thing, you mentioned about how exactly you are going to promote your brand, also leveraging the cricket IPL, which is a little bit off the track in the sense, not in a negative way, but usually the cola companies try and do that. So what is the plan behind it?
So cricket obviously is a passion, and many people watch it, and we want to be where people are there because we want to make Birla Opus a big brand. And I think we are very lucky that when we launched Birla Opus, our first animation commercial started coming on the T20 World Cup, and India won that World Cup, and Birla Opus also got great visibility. So our strategy for marketing obviously includes both above the line and below the line, and obviously working deeply with contractors. So we will be present on television, and we will be there in the high frequency events, and so that's it. So we want to be seen because we have to build awareness very fast, and we have to build good quality awareness and avenues of media that give us that choice. We will be there.
And do you see Birla Opus becoming one of the top three players by when? 5 years? And what is the target?
So you see, if we have said that our ambition in the first 3 full years of operation is to be 10,000 crores. So what you're saying will be achieved in that.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.